Good morning, good day, and happy new month. This is Stacy, and this is my channel, Simply Liminal. Welcome to October. It is just after sunrise on October 1st, and I wanted to do this reading with the fresh energy of this month all around us. So September kind of kicked my butt. I don't know about how anyone else's. Let's light a candle, call in spirit. I've already cleansed and cleared my area with sage and a little good energy. And September was hard. If you look back at my September reading, I had a lot of anticipation that it was going to be perhaps a difficult or uncomfortable month. And the reading was very positive. And so I took a lot of hope and faith from that. And I'm glad that I did, because it really is what carried me through the month. Because the whole month was pretty difficult for my family and my personal life. But the last week has been better, and I'm grateful for that. And I am so ready to welcome October in. There was a couple cottontail bunnies out in my yard this morning, which is always refreshing. We had a beautiful rain shower in the night, and everything smells fresh and lovely. The trees are turning. It's just autumn is coming. We're past the equinox now. Anyways, I'm ready for October. I'm ready to welcome it in and embrace it. And I thought about filming this reading last night, but I just wanted to wait until September had passed and we were now in October. So we'll be looking at the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid, which is a lovely deck. And I think that everybody has spirit animals around them. And let me take my watch off really quick. Sorry. I think everybody has spirit animals around them. Some of us have certain animals with us for our whole lives, and some of us just carry them for moments and times and messages. And for this reading, for this monthly reading, we look at 3 cards, and they are messages to spirit, to our mind, to our body, and to our spirit. And I always look forward to the messages for guidance, for hope, for whatever it is that you are looking for, potentially to help, answer some questions for you. So we shuffled multiple times. We're just going to cut the deck and see what we got. So this is our message for our mind. This is our message for our body. This is our message for our spirit. I got my light set up a little bit differently today, so hopefully everything is going to look okay on camera for this. I always have my candle here in my spirit area reading. I have certain crystals around, just the things that I do to kind of help the readings flow. Okie dokie. So let's take a look at our message for our mind. We have cow spirit. This is interesting because cow spirit was our message last month for our spirit, I believe. So cow spirit, and it says the miracles are endless. And this feels kind of like a nice bridge from last month to this month, because miracles are endless. We have to look for them. We have to watch for them. Sometimes we don't even recognize small miracles when they happen, like the sun rising this morning, or the beautiful rain shower that we got that replenished the earth. Those are miracles, even if we almost expect them. So the miracles are endless here with cow spirit. Actually, it's interesting. When I was coming here this morning, there were cows out in the pasture, and they were just so happy with the kind of cool, crisp morning weather and the shower. Anyways, these things are all around us. The miracles are endless. It says here, you are at a beautiful point in your life today, for your needs are being met effortlessly and in so many ways. Fully embrace the truth by focusing on all you have right now, including the positive relationships that sustain you, the work you are proud that you do to contribute to the world, and the activities that inspire you and nourish your soul. Cow spirit nudges you to pay attention, because this is the perfect time to focus on the choices, actions, and behaviors that feed your soul and bring your heart contentment. So this is a message for our mind. You know, our mind is our, well, I don't know about you, but for me, it's my overthinking, sometimes can't stop, can't shut down. Um, Sometimes we just need to close our eyes, let our minds rest, and that's when beautiful answers come to us. So I'm looking at this cool, crisp autumn morning, um, with the concept of just shutting, or not really shutting down, but just like not focusing on the chaos of everyday life, certainly not the news, but things like paying your bills. It's the first of the month again, right? So that means the house payment is due and utilities are going to be due, and but just focus on the beauty of nature around you. Let yourself enjoy, not think too much, but pay attention in a very subtle way, I guess is what I'm saying. So let's look at our message for our body. And we have Squirrel Spirit. This card came up, I don't know, it was in the spring, I think. Squirrel Spirit says, believe in yourself. And if you've watched any of my other readings, you'll know I have sort of a, not love hate, but love annoyance relationship with squirrels, because I used to live in Miles City, Montana, and that town is overrun by squirrels, which they're fine. But I lived in an apartment building on the second floor that was surrounded by cottonwood trees, and there were tons of squirrels in them. And the squirrels lived in the attic space as well. And they, about an hour before sunrise, started running and racing, and anyways, they're very fun animals. They're very playful, and they're kind of they're actually really kind of a fun animal to watch, just not banging on your ceiling at 4 a.m. Anyway, the message here is believe in yourself. And I also like that there are acorns here. My family has acorn or oak trees, and this last several days I have been harvesting the acorns, spreading them out to my friends. I already checked a couple for myself. I think I have, I don't know, like a dozen that I'm going to try to propagate this winter, and we'll see if we can get some new oak trees going. I didn't get to do that last year because of all the chaos in my family's personal life. But 2 years ago, I still have 3 of those oak trees, and they are doing well. I need to get them in the ground. Right now, one of them's about 2.5 feet long, sitting on my kitchen windowsill. But anyway, so the message here from Squirrel Spirit is believe in yourself. Believe in yourself like I believe in those oak trees, right? Because I have a lot of faith in them. Especially at this point, they have proved that they are strong and can make it. It says here, you have accumulated wisdom and experience and are surrounded by all you need. The abundance of resources is available to you through your generosity of spirit and all the hard work. Squirrel Spirit shows up when you need reminding that the acorns you have gathered and stowed away have enormous potential to grow. So relax into knowing there is always enough, and that you have what it takes to co-create the reality you want to experience. Through diligent preparation, you have gained wisdom and strength. How much potential you have. Believe in yourself, for Spirit believes in you. That's beautiful message. And that is for our body. So that's kind of our physical world. Like I was just talking about house payments and paying bills. Sometimes that gets stressful. Like the groceries are expensive, and inflation is far higher than any pay increase can be. And so it's stressful. But this message really is telling us, believe in yourself and that you have enough. So believe you have enough to make everything work out, to make ends meet, and for you to be comfortable. I'm not saying everyone's going to be able to go have a cruise on the Riviera, but you have enough. And this is sometimes we get a lack mindset, and that can be passed down to us from multiple generations, or from the people around us, or just from our own experiences. But if you release that mindset of lack and not having enough, and look at all you have and look at what you need, I think we all realize that we probably want more than we need, but all the things that we need are taken care of. So beautiful message from Squirrel Spirit today. Now let's look at our overall message from Spirit for us for this beautiful month of October. Bat spirit. Oh, well, this is kind of fun, isn't it? Because don't we kind of think of bats for October? I know it's early October right now, the 1st, but by the end of the month, well, I mean, Halloween stuff has already been out on the shelves for 6 weeks. Who am I kidding? Or longer in some places. But bats always make me think of Halloween. Actually, bats make me think of summer because I always appreciate all the mosquitoes that they eat. But this is a message for our spirit, and the message here is a rebirth is assured. And that feels very important right now. Like I said, September was a difficult month for me and my family in many ways, and I'm not going to go into that. But we're climbing out of that now, and things are looking up and getting better. The world, I think, has had a hard time in September. Like, crazy things happened. I don't even try to watch the news, and yet you can't avoid hearing stuff. Like, even if you're watching like a baseball game, like the playoffs started last night, and world news stuff gets discussed, if even casually. It's like you can't escape from the chaos of this world, the terrible things that are happening. Like, we've just had some crazy stuff locally happen. Anyways, the world is hard. I feel like we're being squeezed through the birth canal, or like a butterfly in a chrysalis, like waiting. This message is very hopeful, especially for our spirit, because it says a rebirth is assured. So let's take a look at what this message is, specifically in the card, because this is a deck by Colette Baron Reid, and she has a beautiful insight with all of her decks. So the oracle message is, after something has run its course and died or been released, finished or surrendered, completed or ended, there are many ways that she states this, there is the promise of a new beginning. Rebirth is assured just as night gives way to the dawn and the bat emerges from the darkness of the womb-like cave. Bat spirit has come to remind you that this rebirth is a miraculous one, for the very best elements of what you had to give up in death of the old are still present in the new, amazing life forming now. This is a miracle and magic of rebirth in every aspect of your life, including the rebirth of faith in your ability to establish new and healthy relationships. Bat spirit reminds you at present you are in unknown territory and may feel as if you are lost. However, you are called to trust that your intuition will be a reliable guide as you give birth to something new and unfamiliar. So I don't know what that's going to mean for everybody. Like, each and every one of us is going to look at this a little bit individually, and that's fine. That's honestly the way it should be, because even though this is a collective message, we are all very individuals, and spirit speaks to us all in different ways, and we all need different things at any given time or space from spirit. So I think this is just kind of saying, if I am not alone, and September was a difficult month for you, actually, if you look back at my reading that I did for Mabon season, I talk about how Lammas season was really a difficult 6, almost 7 weeks for me personally, or not what I thought it was going to be. Anyways, I don't know if I should say it was difficult, but it wasn't what I expected. But now we are getting another very positive message, and I think it's just telling us to hang on. Trust yourself, trust your intuition, believe in yourself. Miracles are endless. My advice is, and I've been trying to get this done every day, spend some time outside in nature if you can, especially if you can be in your bare feet or under the canopy of a tree or just listening to the birds sing. Even if it's 5, 10, 15 minutes, it's refreshing. And we have something new coming for us. Each and every day is something new and wonderful, September here was hot. Yesterday was 92 degrees, the last day of September. It never froze here. I'm in northeastern Montana. We always have a freeze in September. It didn't freeze this year. The seasons are very different. It feels very odd. And I actually said yesterday, I hope we get some rain in October. We really need something cool and refreshing. And there was rain in the night, a soft, gentle rain. I didn't hear it, but I immediately enjoyed it and appreciated it when I stepped outside this morning. So anyway, I'm just wishing you all a very happy October. This is a fun month, of course. If you love Halloween, then you're going to love the month of October. It really starts. I expect that I'm going to have neighbors and people very shortly breaking out the Halloween decorations, and that's great. You know, enjoy the season, enjoy whatever season it is. I mean, I know people who already have Christmas decorations up because that's their thing, and that's fine. Do what you enjoy, what makes you happy, as long as it doesn't hurt or harm other people. Sorry, my gray cat Rex here is trying to climb into my lap, and he's pretty curious about what's going on. So anyway, I just want to wish you all a happy October. Thank you so much for listening to this reading. Again, my name is Stacy. Welcome to my channel, Simply Liminal. Bye-bye.